Ladies and gentlemen, E3 is back. After a one-year hiatus, the Electronic Entertainment Expo has returned, and boy, do we have a lot to talk about. It was an epic weekend of trailers, guns, long-awaited titles, guns, celebrity appearances, more guns. There was a lot of guns. Everything's a shooter now. All the major companies were there, except Sony. I just want to see the fucking cat game, man. We're going to go through the events of the past weekend, and I'm going to talk about it, because apparently I think my opinion means something. Before we get into it, I will preface by saying that I didn't have time to watch every event, because there was like 30 of them, but I'll try and hit the major one. I'm sorry, I should probably introduce myself. I'm Gooba. I run this channel with my girlfriend Jetpack. We usually sit at this desk here and we play video games and we make jokes sometimes. It's fun. Subscribe. Do it. So DICE had to give themselves a head start this year by releasing the announcement trailer for Battlefield 2042 on Wednesday. It was the same loud, fast-paced, large-scale gunfighting that we've come to know from the Battlefield series. Nothing that really surprised me. Although it was cool to see the little Rendazook nod they threw in there.
Hello everyone around the world and welcome to Summer Game Fest Kickoff Live.
To start the weekend, Jeff Keighley hosted his second annual Summer Games Fest, and it was pretty good. There was a bunch of great indie games, we got an official release date for Back 4 Blood, and Tiny Tina's Wonderlands looks like Borderlands with dragons, and honestly, I fuck with that. For some reason, Kojima was there to announce a director's cut for Death Stranding. It had a little nod to Metal Gear, which was cool, but are people still excited about that game? And finally, they closed out the event with the gameplay reveal for Elden Ring. Now, I don't have a huge history with From Software games. I only beat one boss in Bloodborne and then I never touched it again. And I only played Dark Souls for about 2 hours because a friend bet me that I couldn't get through it without raging. You still owe me $200, Fluffy. But Elden Ring looks like the From Software good that we've come to expect, so I'm excited to see the finished product.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Ubisoft Forward.
Ubisoft Forward, who fucking cares? Rainbow Six apparently has like sludge zombies now, they're making another Just Dance, and apparently people are kinda hyped for this new Mario and Rabbids game. Maybe I'm out of the loop, but I didn't think people really played the first one. I will say Riders Republic looks pretty fun, and I'm actually very excited for Far Cry 6. Gameplay-wise, those games usually deliver, and I love Giancarlo Esposito as the villain. Being able to play as the villains from the previous games could be kinda cool, but not cool enough to pay for the season pass. Go fuck yourself. Then that trailer ends with Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, which is a fantastic game, but what does that mean? Are you expanding it? Are you remastering it? I need answers. Then to close it out, Ubisoft revealed an Avatar game, and I don't care about Avatar at all. But the game looks kinda cool, so maybe I'll play it. I'll play it.
Something new but not too new, but new enough so that it seems new to those know-it-all know-nothings in the know, you know?
Now, quite possibly my favorite showcase of the entire weekend was Devolver Forwarder. If you're not familiar, Devolver Digital is an indie studio that's released some pretty popular games over the last few years, like Fall Guys and Enter the Gungeon. Now, first and foremost, the games they revealed during the showcase look sick. I'm especially excited for Trek to Yomi and Phantom Abyss, but also the entire showcase was basically a 30-minute movie parodying game subscription services and the game industry in general.
We produce video games at Devolver Digital, and damn good ones, I'm told.
It had really high production value and it was super well acted. This woman is a goddamn national treasure. Also, the entire thing seemed to be a direct jab at Ubisoft, whose showcase was right before theirs. Ubisoft held Ubisoft Forward, Devolver held Devolver Forwarder. Ubisoft has a subscription service called Ubisoft Plus. Devolver's fake subscription service is called Devolver Max Pass Plus. To go after one of the big dogs like that in such a spectacular way was beautiful to witness.
Thank you for being with us today.
Xbox and Bethesda were my second favorite showcase of the year, which was surprising to me because after watching it, I didn't feel overly excited for anything they showed. Maybe it was just the sheer amount of games they showed me that left me overwhelmed, or I just have so little faith in both companies at this point that I just automatically brushed it off. But there really is a lot to look forward to. Starfield looks great. I have no idea what it is, but I love a good space adventure. I've never played the first one, but Stalker 2 looks scary and intense, and I'm here for that. Contraband has potential. Somerville is by the founder of Play Dead, who made both Limbo and Inside, two of the best puzzle platformer games ever made, so you know that one's gonna be good. The Plague Tale sequel reminded me that I need to finish the first one. Then of course, Halo Infinite. Now I will admit I'm not a huge Halo guy, but I fully understand the hype surrounding this one. Free-to-play multiplayer was an exciting move on their part. I am a little bit concerned that there was no campaign gameplay, but we'll move past that. The trailer for Outer Worlds 2 was actually really funny and self-aware, so props to Obsidian for that.
Will this creature be in the game? No. Say goodbye to it forever.
I'm still not going to play your game though. I don't fully understand the snowboarding game they threw in there. It didn't look particularly groundbreaking in any way, and I feel like Riders Republic is probably going to scratch my extreme sports itch, so that didn't really seem necessary.
Gooba for that extreme sports itch!
As a surprise to absolutely no one, Forza Horizon 5 was announced. I will admit, I have an interesting relationship with Forza Horizon. I've played every single one, but only finished the first one. Horizon is one of those games that always looks really good, to the point that I'll go out and upgrade my system in some way so I can get the best experience. Then I play it for 2 hours and say, wow, that's really pretty, and never pick it up again. It's just so pretty though, babe. We need a new TV.
We're not getting a new TV just for Horizon.
Damn. Then finally, to close out the show, there was like a 5-minute cinematic trailer for a new IP called Redfall. I have no fucking idea what this game is. There's like vampires and a sniper with a glowing eye, and this girl's Patronus is an elevator. It's straight up bonkers. But I'd be lying if I said it didn't look really cool. And to top it all off, almost all of these games are going to be on Game Pass. I need to get Game Pass.
It's Matt Mercer here, and I'm back as your host of Square Enix Presents.
No. Finally, we get to Nintendo Direct. This was a showcase that I was by far the most excited for because I assumed they were just going to wipe the floor with every other showcase. But there was nothing that really excited me until the very end of the show. They started with a little Zelda fake out by showing Ganon on the edge of a cliff and this guy coming up and throwing him off. But it turns out it was just to announce some Tekken character coming to Super Smash Bros. Now, I don't care about Smash, I suck at Smash, but even people who are really into it don't seem excited about this. Then we got a teaser for cartoon Life is Strange, I guess. Then a bunch of other shit I don't care about. They're releasing another Mario Party game with 5 classic stages, instead of adding them to the game that came out 3 years ago that also only has 5 stages. Metroid Dread looks kinda cool, but like, that's not enough to save the entire show for me. They showed a little bit more Mario Golf, which looks fun and I will play it. But that comes out this week. You could have used that spot for something else. More shit I don't care about. I will play Fatal Frame. That one looks good. Doom is cool. I already have Tony Hawk. Skip. And finally, in the last 4 minutes, the show comes together with a gameplay reveal of Breath of the Wild 2. The visuals only look slightly better than the first game, but honestly, they didn't have to do too much. The first one already looked great, and until there's a Switch Pro, these visuals are fine. You have new abilities now, and there are areas in the sky that you can explore, and there are new enemy types. It looks really good, and they're aiming for release next year, so hopefully we don't even have to wait that long. Honestly, this trailer made watching Nintendo Direct worth it for me. I know I've been ragging on it for the last few minutes. I just wish they would have scrapped some of these games that we've already seen and used those slots to show some of the other titles that they claim to be working on. And that's it. Well, technically not. Bandai Namco went right after Nintendo, but I didn't watch that. Let me know what happened in the comments. In conclusion, was E3 good this year? I don't know. I think so. I've gone back and forth about 8 times in this video on whether I enjoyed it or not. I think like every year there were good and bad parts of every event, but now we at least know of a lot more games that are coming out in the near future. Whether or not you're excited for those games, however, I will leave that up to you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. This is the first ever on-camera video on our channel, so let us know if you want to see our faces again. Make sure to drop a fat smudge on your phone screen where the like button is. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe because we have a lot more in the works. Until next time, peace out, gamers.